Before we start the video, all I gotta say is, if you're gonna bitch or complain or not listen to rules, simple rules, on listening to me or the race master of a cash days, don't bother on showing up. There's certain people that don't know how to listen, don't know what not to punch, not to shoot, not to get in the way. You know, we're just trying to get this cash days over with and do us. So, just an FYI out there. There's already a couple people on my nerves. And stay tuned. Let's get into War in the Woods. Welcome to War of the Woods. We're getting started finally. First off, I want to say happy birthday to OD. Everybody wish him happy birthday. It's his birthday today. All right. So, going forward with the bracket. First up is Hamp and Tay, Killas and Deli. But Deli's not here yet, so we'll put him last just in case if he does show up. So, it's Killas and Deli. DJ and Tay. Dingo and Yoshi. Boosted and X9. Vic and Rezi. Preem and Trey, Kobe and Mex, Ghost and Hemi, OD and Verse, and Dolph got the bye. Alright, so let's get Hamp and Tay. First race of the night, Hamp and Tay, and Hamp kind of cracks. Nobody sees it, but he cracks. And Tay drives around him like it's nothing. And, you know, that road is, it's tough. This road is pretty tough to run on, and it's going to be tough for drivers to adapt to it. And I, hope everyone's going to be safe tonight. Next up, we got Boosted in his Herms. He's on old gen with us, so he doesn't really have anything on that account. He has everything on new gen. He's getting ready for our list. And then we have X9 in the Mustang. He's still new. Doesn't really double clutch, but he shows up, so he's there. Don't know how he did it, but Boosted treed the living hell out of this guy. Him and his homies were bitching that he crossed. Finish line said he didn't, and there was proof that he didn't. So, people try to scam, but when there's evidence that's proven, it is what it is, and Boosted moves on. Next up, we got YMR Tay in his orange Nova against DJ in the Rapid GT. DJ in the Rapid GT ain't no joke. Tay is still new to the community. He's in Tank's crew. So, he's going up against a heavy hitter, and he got to give it his all tonight. Race was not bad from the 60. They both lead together. Then that GT has so much acceleration. You boost and he's out of the life. He crossed on the back. Didn't really matter though. He lost. He got to come back. He got to test his car more to come up with the big boys. Me and Yoshi didn't really want to get paired up with Yoshi. It's always good seeing some of my boys move up. He's in a nitrous car. And honestly, nitrous cars are like my kryptonite. I can never get around them. So I'm just hoping I can beat Yoshi in the Street Beast tonight. I brought the Crow mod, and it's been having some issues, so hopefully we can just get through the night and try to make it to the final. Ran my race like I was supposed to. I treat him, and I never seen him the whole race go for boost, and I'm about maybe 2 to 3 cars out on him. By the time he hits nitrous, he can't catch up. To run a nitrous car, you have to have a good tree. And then by the time you're a car ahead of him, you got to hit the nitrous and you'll be out. But nobody out-trees me. And we move on to the next round. Next up, we got Vic and Rezi. Vic is still new. He's sort of getting used to it. And honestly, he's adapting pretty well. He's launching hard. Don't know if he's hitting boost consistently, but I see his launch is pretty solid. And then we got Rezi and his Nova. So it should be a pretty even matchup. They're both kind of new and both kind of getting used to their own car. Vic gets out on Rezi. Don't know how he does it. He has a pretty solid tree. If he hits boost, he's solid. He does cross the center line. I never really noticed it. And Rezi comes around him with the double clutch. That's the only shit part about old gen. Sometimes there's little glitches here and there. That on my screen, they're running perfect race, and then the Rockstar Editor, they obviously crossed. So it is what it is. Vic got to come back. I know he's gonna come back strong. You know, he's a grinder. He always on testing, so I can see him moving up. Next up is Preem in the new Z against Trey in his GT. Preem been grinding that new Z out, and Trey just keeps switching cars. So I always got my money on my boy Preem. We've been grinding that Z, and you know he's always grinding on and off, testing night and day. Trey actually gets out on Preem by like a fender, maybe a bumper. Preem goes for boost and gets swirly. He almost crashes the car, but manages to keep it straight and take the dub. I don't know how the hell he did that. If I got swirly, I would have let off completely. But he just drove through it and he got the win on that one. So shout out to my boy Preem. Next up, we got a return of the OG Mex, OD's brother. He used to run with us back in the PBSO list days. Always good to see OG racers come back against the rookie Kobe. Kobe's still struggling with his green Nova. So we've been trying to help him out. And it's going to be a rookie's race. So whoever can make the better pass is going to win this one. It was really a 50-50 race. They were both together. Kobe actually launches hard, goes for boost, nothing there. Tries to hit, I don't know what happened to his car. He popped and he hits the wall hard. Gladly he was okay. Don't know if he tried to go for double clutch again. You can't really hit it twice. I don't know if he knows that. But his car popped and then he goes straight into the wall. We got the street cleaned up. He's all right. The car is going to be out for a couple months, but I'm sure he will be back soon. Next up, we got the Rust Bucket Hemi in Tetanus against Ghost in his Hellfire. Ghost is also one of OD's boys. He's still warming up to the community as well. He makes solid passes here and there, but he got to get consistent. I hear he's bringing a new CTSV detuned. We've been working on that tune with everybody, especially Chancellor and Ty, so we'll see what happens. Don't really know what happened with Ghost. They both leave together. Like, he cuts a good light. I don't know if he goes for boost early, but I see a lot of these rookies try to go for boost like as soon as they launch. You're not supposed to do that. Try to hold it as long as possible, or just try to, you know, once you shift into the next gear, to get used to it, shift early, double clutch it early, and then once you're more experienced, you can hold it for more longer, which will help you in the future. So Hemi moves on, and Ghost got to come back next time. Next up, we got Surplus, another OG, came back. Used to be on ECP. He's running the Sultan RS against a fellow Bodo Bangas Racing Killers in his medium tire Blade, which is doing working. As long as Killers don't sleep, got to be on that light, and should be a good race. Don't really know what happened to Killers there. He leaves kind of with him by a car. He goes for boost. Don't know if he hits it well. I think it looks like he missed it. I didn't really get to talk to him after the race. So Surplus just drives out of his life. And I know Killers does work, and we're working on something special for a big tire for him. So he'll be coming out stronger soon. OD and Verse in that Mustang. You know, he's versatile. Verse is versatile. And OD in the Murder Nova. Me, I help tune that car. I help him with everything. I'm always rooting for the Murder Nova. So I just hope he can make a straight pass on this road because it's getting bumpy out here. Looks like Verse tried to guess the light. The first time he bumps, DJ drops the light, and he goes. So, OD took the win. And, you know, don't try to guess the light. Guessing is a bannable offense now. Coming from the king of guessing himself, guessing is no longer allowed. So, OD moves on. Coming into the second round, we got DJ and Rezi. DJ is experienced in that GT. You know, he drove it on no prep. Rezi barely got that Nova recently. So it's going to be tough for Rezi. If he wants to beat DJ, he got to make a hell of a pass and actually, you know, get on there. I do not understand what people do not understand what I say. Do not pull up to the line if you're not ready. You get 5 Mississippis on the line, and Rezi timed out. And of course, he was bitching at the flagger, at me, at DJ. It's not our fault. It's your fault. If you're on the line, that means you are ready. That means you're ready to go, ready to stage, and it is what it is. You lost. You have to always be ready on the tree. If you're on the line, be ready. Just please be ready on the line. Next up, we got Hemi and Mex, two Novas. Hemi, of course, is the better and more experienced Nova driver. So if Mex even wants a shot at Hemi, he's gonna need to make a fucking pass down this road straight and as best as he can do. Mex is getting it down. Made a solid hit, went straight. Looks like he hit boost, and he was right there with Hemi the whole way, but you got to get out a little more, wake up a little more on the tree. Hemi ran his race, but Mex is still getting used to it. So shout out to Mex. He'll be back soon. I know he will, and he's just getting started. Murder Nova versus TJ. Should be a good one. Both my boys. Didn't really want them to match up because I love my boys going forward into brackets and stuff, and I don't like getting paired up with my guys or my guys getting paired up with each other. But sadly, it's Tay and OD. And it should be a solid hit if Tay can get that Supra moving, and you know the Murder Nova is not gonna make a slow pass, so he gotta move. They both leave together, and Tay actually kind of gets out a little more than him. A fender maybe, and he gets a little squirrely, goes for boost, nothing there. OD drives around him. And Tay does good on that Supra. I like Tay because he tries out new things. He's running the retinue in the list. I never seen really nobody run the retinue. I help him build it. So the only other person I know who ran the retinue was I think Loki back then, and even Senkau now. So you know it's good he changes it up. But next up is me and Surplus. Of course, I get Assault and RS on this bumpy ass road. As long as I can cut a good light, I should be able to drive around them. But never underestimate an all-wheel drive car. I just gotta be on the light, and I think I got it. I cut a good light. We both leave together, but of course that all-wheel drive has that power to come out the line quick. I hit my boost, pull around him like it's nothing, get him by about a car, and that's the definition of beating an all-wheel drive car. If you complain about racing all-wheel drive cars, it's that simple. Just don't sleep and you can easily take them out. So, to everyone that complains about all-wheel drive, y'all are sleeping on the line. Last race of the second round, we got my boy Preem against my boy Dolph. Dolph is new, OD's brother. We're trying to teach him the way of the double clutch. I also hear he's bringing a new car soon. He's in a Nova. So, you know, I don't know if he's going to get used to the Nova or the new car he's bringing out. So, we'll see who can take the dub on this one. Dolph actually cuts a pretty good tree on Preem. You know, they both leave together, go for boost, and I don't know if Dolph hits it correctly, but you know, Preem got that thing moving, moves out, and he's going on to the next round. Dolph is coming back with a new car, is what I'm hearing. It's what we were testing, and stay tuned for that. Me and DJ up next, two GTs, and this guy, DJ, gets on my nerves. He thinks he's faster than me in the GT. And, you know, everybody thinks that. I let him think what it is. You know, we raced a couple times. I beat him. He beat me. So it's always a close one with DJ, even though he always thinks he's faster than me. Let him think what he wants. It's going to be a good one. I barely get out on him by like not even bumper by the time he leaves with me too. And I see he goes for boost early. I hold my boost as much as I could, and I called it from as soon as I hit my boost. Too soon, Junior. I told him that, and I don't know if he kind of went a little early because the bump in that lane, but I seen he hit boost early, and I was gonna hold as much as I can because that car has great top end, and we got the dub. So we're moving on to the next round. Boosted and Hemi. Boosted is in a medium tire, so it's going to be tough for him to beat Hemi. All he can do is pray that Hemi fucks up on something. This was Hemi's race from the beginning. Medium tire against big tire. Pretty much big tire always takes a dub and lets you guess. Or the big tire fucks up. And Hemi ran his race how he was supposed to, so he moves on. Two of my boys up again. Murder Nova and Preem. And Murder Nova already took out Tay. So I'm guessing Preem is going to want to, get his get back for Tay on this one. So Murder Nova got to watch out and be on that tree. Hopefully he makes a good pass. They both leave together, and it's a driver's race until goes for boost. Murder Nova misses it. Nothing there. Preem just drives past him by 2. And I forgot to let OD know, when we drive on that road, try to double clutch as soon as possible so that bump can help you. That's what's been working for me in my car. I usually try to boost a little earlier on that lane. But if I'm on the other lane and I'm great, I can wait as long as possible. But, it was a good run, and Preem got the dub. But next up is me and Hemi. He's not no duck, so it's going to be a tough one. I think I can pull it off. I've beat him plenty of times, and he's got me, so it should be great. Hemi's car is fucking rolling. I'm pushing the chrome out as much as I could. You can hear it roaring during the tunnels, like in the tunnels. I'm pushing as much. I make a solid hit, and he beats me still by a car. That thing is no joke. He beats me fair and square. I did get out on him, and somehow he pulls around me. So tetanus is no joke, and Hemi, I still need that. I still need those wheels and that trunk you owe me from your Impaler, by the way. Not going to forget about that. So that puts Hemi and Preem in the final. Last two. Winner of this takes home $15. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, don't matter what it is. So I bet they're going to be aiming for that money. This was the Preem and OD race all over again. Neck and neck. Hemi's probably even above by half a car. Goes for boost, nothing. Says he hits the bump. And that road is tricky. So congratulations to Preem for winning War in the Woods 1. This is the first ever War in the Woods we've hosted that I know of on Xbox or anything. And it was a great event. We got a lot of people coming out. There was a couple retards that I'm not going to name that better know not to fuck with me or to fuck around anymore in my events, or obviously you don't show up. I don't beg nobody to come. I just put it out there. Whoever wants to show up, they can show up. But if you don't want to listen to me, don't bother showing up. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I don't really know where I'm going with these videos. It's not really a series, but I'm just dropping content as I can, recording everything we do. Pretty much the same things, just not really anything going on, We're trying to start the list, but I'm still trying to figure out everyone's schedules. It's looking like we're either going to do Friday nights or Sunday nights when everyone's available, because there's only like about 14 of us on New Gen. So I want everyone to be able to go to the list on New Gen. And NPK is this Thursday coming up. So be there. There's going to be a lot of money on the line. This is just the beginning. This is the first major event of the year. We've had many cash days. Even though this War of the Woods is kind of a major event, this is a big event that's going to go out through, 10 race nights? So 10 weeks of racing. Going to be going off of points. So you don't want to miss one night of racing, or else you could go from number 1 all the way down to the bottom. So stay tuned. We're just getting started. And shout out to my boy OD. Happy birthday. This was filmed on his birthday. So see you in the next one.